just thinking about the first place I lived after I moved out, you know, from home way back in the 90s. I stayed in a friend of mine's apartment. She was actually living with her boyfriend, but didn't want to give up the apartment, so she was still paying the rent, but she wasn't paying for the utilities. So I didn't have electricity and stuff, but you know, I had a place to stay. That was kind of cool. It was in Columbus, Ohio. I think on East 3rd, I think it was. I remember it was upstairs from this little convenience store over this Indian guy named Sam. So I would go down there and get snacks and stuff with all my extra cash that I had, because needless to say I didn't have any money. I was actually selling my blood to make money, and also scavenging aluminum cans, you know, going around getting aluminum cans. And there was these things in the neighborhood called Golden Goat. I don't know if anybody's got them right now. It was this big machine where you would dump the cans in there, and it would weigh them and grind them up, I think, and then pay you. Change would come out, choo choo choo, depending on how much aluminum you put in there and, you know, the rate of what aluminum costs. And so that's how I was making money. And I remember I would sit out in the hallway and read, because I didn't have lights, you know what I mean? But I ended up getting this little oil lamp. I used that, so I had lights. And I remember listening to Echoes with John DiLiberto one night a week on PBS, or NPR, I mean, yeah, on NPR. John DiLiberto. And heard all kinds of ambient house, techno, and trance music on there. That was pretty cool. And I remember too that there were these two bars down just around the corner. One was a lesbian bar, and one was this redneck cowboy bar, all right, which I'm not really sure how the two coincided so peacefully together. But one night I happened to be going by and see the people coming out the back with these big bags of bottles and cans and throwing them in the dumpster. And so I got in that dumpster, and man, I shit you not, this industrial-sized garbage bags full of beer cans, right? And so that's when I started living large. Oh yeah, I remember too, before I started getting all these cans, I would go scavenge in the park too for wild onions and kale and stuff. And so, you know, I was kind of basically just urban foraging. But yeah, when I got these big bags of cans, like on the nightly, right, I was tapping out the Golden Goats. I had to go to multiple Golden Goats around town to get all my money. So I was actually living large then, you know, because I was able to get Wendy's every day. And I had a bike too, so I was biking around Columbus, Ohio. It's basically just above OSU campus. That's why I kind of got used to that neighborhood. So when I actually, me and some buddies of mine got an apartment down there, we actually lived on 9th, right in that same area, just off High Street, just on OSU campus. So yeah, that was a pretty crazy time of my life. And just, you know, like I said, struck out from home and kind of made it on my own. Thankfully, you know, she had that apartment. She's like, yeah, you can stay in my apartment. And I remember too, in the winter, they were required to turn the heat back on, so I had heat in the winter. That was nice. And I remember one time they showed up with pizza and Michelob. I was like, woo, you know, that was pretty cool too. So yeah, it was a pretty crazy time of my life. I was like 18. And so that's basically my story for today. So I'm gonna get out of here.